Welcome to Popternative, where we dive into topical discussions from the worlds of pop culture, social media, and sports. Here is your host, Peter Remoliotis, aka PD Beats.
PD Beats here from Popternative, speaking to Banks Repeta about the Black Phone. Welcome to the show. Thanks so much for being here.
Of course, I'm glad to be here.
You know, we were talking before. We've been getting a lot of requests to interview you. Been doing a lot of interviews with your cast, and we're making this happen. It's pretty exciting.
I heard. I'm excited.
Absolutely. The film is massive, Banks. People are loving this. People are loving all your cast. What's it like being part of a film like this when horror is so big right now, Banks?
Well, you can't really have a movie without fans. You got to have a good fan base, and I think that's what makes Black Phone so special. Is, like you just said, the horror fan base right now is pretty big. So, yeah, it's thrilling and amazing and exciting. Definitely a new process.
What was the interest and knowledge of horror before signing on the Black Phone? Are you a fan of the genre?
No, not really. I'm more of a fan of like psychic thrillers, like The Shining.
No, absolutely. There's a lot happening in horror right now, though. It's exciting to probably work in it too, right?
Yeah.
Which is really, really exciting as well. When did you start kind of noticing the popularity of the film? Was it the first couple of weeks of it being in the theaters in the summer?
I'm so glad you asked that question. So I was filming in New York City at my hotel, and I was just chilling around watching TV, and then the commercial for Black Phone came up on the TV, and I was so excited and so surprised all at once. I had no idea that the trailer had even come out, and then I saw my part, me splaying out in the back bend, and it was great and exciting. That's when I first knew.
So it's funny you mentioned that scene, because I want to talk about that, right? What was that like? Tell me about that. What's going on? Was that you? Was that the stunt double? Like, people are asking about that sequence.
Yeah, that was all me.
Wow. People were asking about that online on the YouTube comments.
Really?
Yes. They wanted to know. So that was you. That wasn't a stunt double.
No stunt double. That was me.
So what was that like? What was that like preparing for that? It's a big scene.
Well, yeah, it's a stunt technically. So for the build-up, they built a rig that fit the arch of my spine. So when I went up to the back bend, I was able to splay out in that position so I could sit there for a long and comfortable time. And there was multiple rehearsals and a big process for the prosthetics, all of it, the makeup, the prosthetics, the hair, and yeah, it was a big process.
And you're one of the 5 shadow kids, they're calling them, so there was a lot of makeup done. Talking to your castmates, it was a couple of hours in the makeup chair. Same for you, or was yours a bit longer?
It was a little bit longer because I think I had well, what happened is, since I was in the back bend, they added an extra effect where they would have a tube coming through the prosthetic makeup where they would send a little bit of fake blood through the tube so it would drip out, and that's what caused the special effects that made the drip.
Gotcha. So, because it's funny, I've been interviewing a lot of people that are in sci-fi, and it's a lot of like makeup and everything. They're in the chair for like 8-9 hours. Could you imagine that?
Yeah, it wasn't just like that. It was about 3 hours for most of all the kids, but yeah, I can almost relate.
So, Griffin, your character, we hear the character a lot. We see you, like what we talked about, that sequence. But it's a very emotional kind of backstory and everything. What did you know specifically about the role of Griffin specifically when you were cast?
Well, we auditioned for not just Griffin, but a bunch of the other kids, and they kept sending us scenes for all of them. For Robin, I did Robin, Vance, and Billy, and Griffin. And so at that point, after doing most of them, I was just like, I picked a random one. I was like, you know what? Griffin sounds good. Seems like a good scene. And so that's kind of how I decided. And then they sent us a message asking if I could do a back bend. And then we sent them back a picture of me doing I'm not sure exactly what it's called. It's when you do not handstand, but you do kind of like a table,
Yeah.
like a back bend. Yeah.
Okay. When did you get the scripts and see kind of the phone call with Finney about the locks and everything? When did you start getting that?
Well, when I got the part, and when after everything was official, and I got the part, I got the script, and me and my mom reviewed it, and I saw the scenes.
And do you like it's interesting too because that's a very interesting part of the movie, right? With the combination and
Yeah.
everything. I mean,
Oh, and we did a Zoom rehearsal. Me, Mason, and Scott went on a Zoom, and we reviewed the lines over a Zoom.
that's a pretty crucial part of like Finney's escape, pretty much.
Yeah.
Is that cool to be part of that? To be right in there with the combination and everything? It's pretty exciting.
When I saw the movie, I was like that. Yeah, I thought what you thought. Yeah, it was pretty important. It was fun.
Do you think now, like, if you ever go to stores, you go to like lockers at school, like, can you look at locks the same ever since like doing that?
Yeah, whenever I see like the circle lock, the one that he used, the twisty back and forth, I think about that.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's really cool because the movie came out in the summertime, so people were out of school, so they're able to go see it in the theaters.
Right.
And we're gonna snap our fingers, and it's gonna be spooky season. It's gonna be like October, Halloween. So people are watching it now, but they're not gonna stop watching the Black Phone. They're gonna watch it for the fall. It's pretty cool that you got like a 3-4 month kind of window of people like nonstop watching this movie. Have you thought about that at all? It's pretty exciting.
I thought exactly what you just said. I thought about that exactly. Just like it's gonna keep going. The hype will stay up until October, and then, well, whatever happens after that.
Absolutely. Have you started to talk to your family and friends, about the reception of it, the global reception, because people love the movie? Why do you think people love the movie so much, in your opinion? Because there's a lot happening. It's a good story. The acting's well. Have you thought about that at all?
Well, you said one, which is the horror genre is kind of at a hype at this time.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think it's not like any normal horror movie. The cinematography and the way they put the victims,
Yeah.
it's not just like boom, you're dead. It's this person died, now they're a ghost and they're gonna try and help you and figure it out. It's not I think that's what separates it from
It's pretty dynamic.
yeah, dynamic. Yeah, that's a good word. I like that.
It's pretty dynamic. Is it cool to see all the fan art and the edits on social media? It's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy.
No, absolutely. And it's exciting. You have some projects coming out. You have a film coming out in October called Armageddon Time.
Yeah.
Which is really, really exciting. It premiered at the Cannes Film Festival.
That's correct.
And, tell me about the film, like, and how excited are you for it to finally be coming out?
Yeah, so it's a coming of age drama about the life of Paul Graff. It stars Anthony Hopkins, Anne Hathaway, and Jeremy Strong.
Absolutely. And Anna Hathaway plays your mother in the film?
Yes. Yes.
That is so awesome. Was it what was it like filming that film specifically, Armageddon Time?
Much different from Black Phone. It was a lot more emotional, I could say. I think especially the scenes with Jeremy and Anne, it was a new experience.
Absolutely. And it's coming out end of October, so people are going to be able to see that.
Yeah, October 28th.
Oh, absolutely. No, it's really, really cool. And I wanted to thank you so much for coming on Popternative to chat about the Black Phone bags. This was a blast.
Yeah, of course. I'm so glad I got to be here.
Absolutely. Yeah, the Black Phone is available now actually on digital Blu-ray and on demand. And it's also, you got the phone right there.
Yeah.
You got it right there. Oh my goodness.
All right. I'll see you later, PD Beats. Bye, PD Beats.
Do you have an Instagram? And there's an Instagram account, right, that people can keep up to date with?
Yeah. Banks Repeta. No caps, no spaces.
Amazing. Well, this has been. The phone was there the whole time, and I did not notice it at all. I'm so sorry. Wow.
Oh, and look out for Armageddon Time, my new movie.
Absolutely. When's it? Does it have a date yet?
Yeah, October 28th.
Amazing. Well, this has been Popternative, youtube.com/Popternative for previous episodes. Until next time, this is Max Repeta, who plays Griffin in the Black Phone and and PD Beats signing off.
All right, bye, PD Beats.
Thank you for tuning in to Popternative. Make sure to check out our past episodes of Popternative on YouTube. Be sure to like Popternative on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.
This has been an Autograph Communications production.